Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. We just finished chapter 6? Or was it chapter 5? I think it was chapter 5. 5? Let me look again. No, okay, it was 5. Which left us with Layton and Maya going down a secret passage. So naturally, I think we're going back over to Phoenix Wright and Luke. Which is mostly, from what I remember, was them just retracing their steps. And people are walking through the room now. Great. That's what I needed. But anyway, they're basically going to be retracing what Layton and Maya have already been through, which is pretty uneventful from what I remember. But, I mean, it makes sense as to why we go through that pathway again. And, well, obviously they're going to be reunited at some point. So let's find out how they get reunited. Chapter 6, Secrets of the Underground Ruins. Of course it'd be ruins, is Professor Layton involved? Okay, I quite forgot there was a cutscene at the very start of this chapter. Oh, but the track in here is wonderful.
Who would have thought something like this would exist underground? This place is totally different from Labyrinthia. It kinda looks like something straight out of a history book.
A long-forgotten remnant of the past. It does stir up a desire to explore.
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
I'm afraid that finding the Great Witch is our utmost priority, Miss Faye.
Okay, in that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
Indeed. Archaic ruins are my speciality, after all.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor.
Now then, shall we begin our search?
Oh, and now we've discovered our final mystery. The ruins underground. Ruins in the forest. Lying at the end of the secret passage leading from the mansion were some underground ruins lit by pools of water. What is the purpose of these ruins lying deep within the forest? As an archaeologist, I have to wonder why a huge underground space such as this was constructed. Well, we get to find out. Okay, I get to investigate, so let's see if we can get some hint coins first. I think there's only 3 hit coins here. Hello, what? Oh, there we go. Alright. I think that's about it, so let's check a couple things out. This door won't budge. It looks like it needs a key to open. I bet you the Great Witch is on the other side of this door. Yes, that is a possibility. However, there is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore. Okay, Professor. We should go check out that other room first, then. And let's move to the small room. There are 3 hint coins here as well. I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me or do these statues all look really sad? I agree. There is a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain. Oh, they're giving me the chills. Oh, come on, Professor! I know being creeped out by statues seemed kind of silly, but you don't have to laugh at me! No, Miss Faye, that was not me. So glad you could finally make it, Professor Herschel Layton. Okay, that's pretty damn ominous. As I thought, it was you that led us here. Tell us, what secret lies within these ruins? Now, I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own. The beginning. Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing the story in the first place? More importantly, why does he continue to write it? The answers to those questions are located within these very ruins. If that is true, then might I ask why you are sharing this information with us? Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth. I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves, but I'm sure that's child's play for a gentleman of your caliber. What exactly are you plotting? When the light of truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will rise. The great witch Bezella. Huh? But you're Bezella, aren't you? Me, Bezella. I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person. Yeah, but the Shades were calling you the Great Witch! Yeah, that's kind of mixed messaging here. Ah yes, they did indeed call me by such a name. However, that was for an entirely different reason. You know, which now that I think about it, I don't think we ever figure out why. I'm afraid she is correct, Miss Faye. This person is not Bezella. Huh? The real Bezella would never expose herself so freely. It would place her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there was something very strange about those shades in the forest. Strange? One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present there. Ah, that's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic. When we met in the Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, there would be no reason for you to lead us along in such a manner. That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass. The truth lies with your cute new friend. Until we meet again. Well, I like how she calls him cute. Please wait, we're not finished yet. I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone. It would appear so. That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh? It would seem our great witch has been demoted to a mere witch. Aw, man, and here I thought we finally managed to catch Bezella. Remember what she said, Miss Faye. When we find the truth, we will find Bezella. Say, Professor, when do we find the real Bezella? When we do find the real Bezella, do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything? The witch trials, that fake fire pit? Do you think it'll all finally come to an end? Yes, I do. Bezella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything should come to an end. Then we know what we gotta do! Let's go, Professor! Maybe there's a clue or two around here in these ruins somewhere. Of course. We cannot afford to stop just yet. Let us move on, Miss Faye. Sparkle, sparkle? Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was just now. Oh, something seems to have fallen. It appears to be a key. You think the witch dropped it? Judging by the patterns on this key, it would appear to have some sort of connection to these ruins. Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back near the entrance? I bet it's related to that door. My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong. Spirit medium's instinct, you say? Well then, let's head back and check. You know, I love how they keep mentioning the spirit medium stuff, but Nye doesn't really get to explain it to the Layton crew. It's kind of unfortunate. They just, like I said, they just kind of shrug it aside. Oh, I'm just gonna mention it because I'm a spirit medium, but I'm not gonna go into details. Which, I guess it's, well, like I said, this does involve witches, so I guess it would be looked at as witchcraft by accident, so we can't really talk about it, but come on! It's just the two of them. I'm sure they can talk about it now. Oh god, I'm sorry, I want to keep talking about this because there's, so many headcanon stuff you can think about with the spirit medium stuff. Like, what if Maya channels Claire or somebody like that? Wouldn't that be the most touching and the bittersweet thing? Well, then again, in Unbound Future, they did finally had their conclusion, so maybe summoning Claire would be a little anticlimactic. I don't know, but so many possibilities there, just they never really delve into it though. But anyway, yeah, but that witch must be pretty absent-minded to just drop her key like that. That's something Nick would do. I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here. Really? But why would she do that? So we can continue to move deeper inside the ruins, naturally. Oh, you mean she's trying to lead us to the beginning? Yes, precisely. Boy, she really wants us to find this truth, huh? Wherever that may be. We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there is an ulterior motive behind it. If it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it. There is one nice thing I do like about this particular game. If you're not too familiar with Layton games, Layton tends to find the truth off screen a lot and then just kind of blows it up like in a Scooby-Doo way where they just kind of reveal it. But I do like the fact that this one actually shows a little bit of like Layton getting to the conclusion, which is nice because I don't know, it just bothers me that Layton's the one who like solves the whole thing and you're kind of just left in the dark and you don't feel like you figured anything out. Yeah, that just little things with this that bothers me with Layton games. But anyway, if it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it. Alright, hold on to your hat, Professor, because the Order of the English Gentleman and Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through! A most ambitious title, if there ever was one. Let us head to the entrance, Miss Faye. This particular chapter just makes me want to talk a lot just about between the two. And, funny as that title is, again, we don't really go into the spirit medium thing. Really unfortunate. The Great Witch is not the Great Witch. Oops. Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Right. Mr. Wright. We made it outside. The coast is clear.
And now we're back with the rest of the crew. Hold on. I'm getting tangled up in wires. Give me a second. Okay. Oh, sheesh, my back is killing me.
I think that elderly woman has left for a break now. To be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second. By the way, where are we? Isabella, do you know? No, I've never seen this place before. There isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia. We must have traveled quite a distance.
Did you guys see that just now?
Huh?
Oh boy, they get to meet the Shades.
My, I wonder who that is. That's quite an odd outfit they have on. Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are?
Wait, are you serious? But they're wearing such weird outfits.
Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? It's not like everybody's been trying to murder them or anything.
Excuse me, could you perhaps tell us where we are?
This is Eldritch Woods. An outside world that exists away from the story. An empty world.
There's something about the plot that makes me think of another thing, and I can't think of what it is. Actually, it's like Razefon in that sense, where there's this little bubble and people don't realize there's more outside kind of thing. But I don't know, there's something else that kind of reminds me of this, and I just can't think of what it is. Anyway.
A world with no official existence. A world unwritten in the annals of history.
An outside world?
Eldritch Woods.
All who dwell in these woods live as shades, each bound to their task.
What do you mean by the task?
Could it be? Are you new recruits? Why haven't you attended the Great Witch's orientation ritual?
The Great Witch?
I can't help but feel he's giving us the most disapproving looks right now.
You must see it right away. We exist to carry out our task, nothing more.
Hey, wait! He's gone. Well, that was strange. Could that have been... Do you know what that was about, Isabella? There is a fairy tale that is often told to the children in Labyrinthia.
What kind of fairy tale?
It's a story about a secret forest where the souls of witches sentenced to burn in the flames wander around. A secret forest? Those souls cannot be seen by the living, and they say anyone who is able to see them is possessed by the evil spirit. A forest of wandering souls? Maybe this is the forest mentioned in that story.
But, I mean, it's just a kid's fairy tale, right?
If that story is true, does that mean the person we just spoke to was a witch's spirit?
No way. Wait, hold on. Remember how we got here? We came through that cage in the fire pit all the way down here. Which means... I think there's a very good chance that witches are connected to this forest. Well, gee, I wonder why. I mean, the name of the forest, Eldwitch, doesn't, like, clue into something. And if I'm right, that means a certain someone must be here somewhere. We're coming for you, Maya.
We should go check out the forest then, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, Isabella, I hope you're ready.
Yes. Maybe we'll find clues as to Maya's whereabouts. Oh, now we're going backwards.
Yeah!
Alright, guys, let's get going already. Our first stop is that creepy-looking haunted house up ahead. Okay, we're not going backwards. Whew. I'm just like, no, don't backtrack. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Oh, I guess we can go here. This is a slight detour, because there's a puzzle here, too. That's creepy, though. One. 2. 3. Oh, well, that was easy. Okay. And this one probably gives us a puzzle. Alright. These puzzles show up in the weirdest places sometimes. Yep, they do. Things I also like about this game. It pokes fun at itself. And, well, the two series they come from.
Would it be alright if I were to try solving this puzzle? I've been watching you all solving puzzles, and it really looks like fun.
Sure, Isabella. We don't mind sitting this one out, do we, Luke?
Of course not! I'll be here cheering for you! Show us what you can do, Isabella! Thank you both. Okay then. Here goes nothing.
Aww, Isabella wants to solve a puzzle. Oh, fun! Marionettes again! I like this puzzle. There are 6 puppets, each with individually controlled body parts. They each have a total of 6 parts: a head, a body, 2 arms, and 2 legs. The controls for each of the puppets' body parts have been separated. Use the stylus to connect each puppet with the correct number of body parts. Note that none of the connections can overlap each other. I love these puzzles. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's start with red. Okay. Did you know what they kind of remind me of? Foxy, in a sense. Imagine having 5 Foxies coming at you. Okay, I think. And all done. There we go.
Don't worry, I can handle this.
Aw.
Puzzle solving is
Very
a lot of
subtle.
fun, isn't it?
Her puzzle solving animation is pretty subtle compared to the other characters. She doesn't even point, for goodness sake. Well, then again, Maya doesn't point either. But, I don't know. Too subtle for me. Anyway, moving on. Now we can go back, and we're heading into the Shades Workshop. What is this place?
It looks like a workshop of some sort. I wonder what's being mixed inside those cauldrons.
Well, maybe it's a witch potion? It's a witch's potion?
Hey, do you smell that? Do you think it's coming from the liquid inside? I feel like I've smelled this scent before. Luke? I don't think it's a good idea to breathe in too much of this scent.
I could make a drugs joke, but I'm not gonna do that.
That's probably why all those people are wearing masks. What? Do you think they could be wearing gas masks?
So this room could possibly be a little more than hazardous to our health, huh? I think we better move on for now. I think my sinuses are stuffy. Mine are too right now.
Mr. Wright, look! There's another door on the other side of the room! And it looks like there's no toxic gas there!
I don't know if I call it toxic just yet. Anyway, we need to proceed with our search, so let's go. For all we know, they might be making perfume. I don't know, there was flowers in them, okay? Is that blood?
The room is covered with it! What could have happened here?
Oh, no wait. This doesn't seem to be blood.
Huh?
There's... You smell that? It smells like that liquid they're making in the room back there.
You know, now that you mention it, I think this is that liquid. Oh, thank goodness. So that probably means no one was hurt here, right?
I guess not. Still, something clearly happened here.
Huh? Mr. Wright, it's Bella! Look over there! Is that a secret passage behind the chandelier?
Hey, good eye, Luke. I wonder where it leads.
It looks pitch black in there. So, should we go inside?
The answer is yes, Luke. Of course. We're on an investigation, aren't we?
Right.
What's this, Luke? Are you scared?
You got it all wrong! I'm perfectly fine in the dark, no problem at all! Right then, I'll be right behind you, Mr. Wright!
Yep, he's scared. Aw, Luke.
I'm right behind you as well, Mr. Wright.
You're scared too, huh, Spella? Thanks, guys. Who do I get to walk behind then? Well, then you must be scared too! Obviously. Wow. Who'd have thought there'd be some ancient underground ruins here?
Wow, this place is amazing, isn't it? Look at those large pillars that stream of water. Everything here looks so old. I've never seen anything quite like it. And you say this kind of place is called a ruin, is it?
Oh, yeah. I guess you don't really have ancient ruins like this within Labyrinthia, huh?
Ancient ruins.
Something wrong, Luke?
It's just... this reminds me of the professor. If he were here, he could tell us anything we wanted to know about these ruins.
Ah, that's right. The professor was an archaeologist.
Yeah. Sometimes I can almost hear the professor's kind words calling out. Even now, I can almost hear his voice. Professor.
Me too. I can almost hear the professor's voice and Maya's too.
I think I hear them as well.
Guys?
Come to think of it,
It really is like...
we can actually hear them.
What?! Now then, let's check over on that side. Professor, over here!
Those voices just now! It has to be!
Yeah, There's no mistaking it. Professor! Professor!
Luke, what are you doing here?
Professor, it's really you! I thought you'd never come back! Even though deep down I believed the spell could be broken somehow, there were times I just wasn't sure it was possible. Professor!
I'm so sorry, my boy. I've caused you quite a bit of worry.
Oh, now go and hug each other, goodness! Why is there no illustrations of them being reunited? Professor, you're alright! Professor, what about Maya? I thought I heard her voice too.
Ah, yes. Not to worry, Mr. Wright. Rest assured, Miss Faye is just...
Yo, Nick! Hey, Nick! Nick! Maya! Am I dreaming? Is it really you? Yep, the professor and I are as real as can be. You have no idea how relieved I am. Really, I've never been so happy to see you. I'm sorry, these sprites don't work for me. I want an illustration. There's no illustrations of these guys reuniting. I'm really sorry, Nick. You must have been worried sick. It's just, well, I wanted to do something to help Isabella, you know? No, it's not your fault, Maya. It's mine. If only I'd helped you sooner, then none of this would have happened. And you wouldn't have been dropped into that pit of fire. I really thought I'd never see you again, Nick. I'm really sorry.
Come now. Everyone here did the best they could. That is what enabled us to power through the hardship and reunite. That is what I believe.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
Right you are, Professor.
Good old Professor Layton logic. Logic's so good, it'll leave you good as gold, right, Professor?
Indeed, Miss Faye. I'm so glad you're all okay. Maya, are you hurt? Are you suffering from any burns? And Professor, has your arm been properly reattached to your body? We're quite alright, Isabella, I assure you. You may rest easy.
Yeah, look, we're perfectly fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
Isabella? Oops, I thought she was gonna ask her a question, excuse me. Isabella looks super relieved.
We're entirely unharmed, Isabella. Please, dry your tears.
Look what you started, Nick! Everyone got all sappy and now you make Isabella cry!
Mr. Wright, a gentleman must never ever make a lady cry.
Why is it my fault? Because you're the comic relief. It's always your fault.
Thank you, everyone. Mr. Wright, you kept those two safe and out of harm's way. For that, you have my utmost gratitude.
No problem, Professor. I honestly couldn't have done it on my own. Luke and Isabella really helped me when I needed it the most. Likewise, I should be thanking you for keeping Maya safe. Thank you so much.
Not at all, Mr. Wright. After all, it is a gentleman's duty to help a lady in need.
Nick, you should really learn to be a proper gentleman like the professor here. Huh? Well, I'm not too sure I'd be able to pull off the whole top hat look for one. I don't know, what is he right with a top hat?
Mr. Wright, it is an honor to once again team up with you. No matter what challenges may lie in our way, with your help, I am certain we can overcome them. Let us go forth and solve the mystery that is Labyrinthia, shall we?
Absolutely. We'll fight for Isabella until the very end. Professor, I'm looking forward to working with you and putting an end to this mystery once and for all.
It will be my pleasure, Mr. Wright.
These last two chapters have been very, very good. I love them.
I see. So that is what happened to Miss Kira.
Yeah, that's why I think there's more to the witch's trials than meets the eye. They really love using that phrase. Aha, so you figured out there was something fishy about that fire pit. The patented Nick investigation method. Dive headfirst into a pit and figure out it's not really a pit after all. Proven and tested. Boy, thanks. Anyway, that was how we ended up here. So, what about that great witch you said you ran into?
We still do not know much about her. However, it seems she was the one responsible for leading us here. She also told us of a place containing many secrets regarding the storyteller's story, a place she refers to as the beginning. The beginning? You're saying my father's secrets are hidden here? Or hidden there, excuse me. As I suspected, you have never heard of this place, correct? That's right. This is also the first time I've ever seen these ruins. I think everything will be made clear when we get there. Labyrinthia. Even the Great Witch. It is as the Great Witch said it would be. It's a bit scary, to be honest.
Huh?
I feel as if getting to the bottom of this and exposing Labyrinthia's secret will change everything.
Well, exposing secrets usually change something.
Knowing my father's secrets.
Espella.
I think the old me would be absolutely terrified right now. She probably wouldn't even go on. But I must stay strong. I must know the truth. I've been so blind to the truth this entire time. Because of you all, I'm finally able to see the world for what it really is. That's why I want to go along with you. We're all in this together.
Woo! Get ready, Espella! This is going to be an adventure you'll never forget!
Okay, Maya. I believe that large door on the other side of the room should lead us further inside.
In that case,
We should investigate immediately, right, Professor?
Yes, that's right. I must say I have not seen you so excited in quite a while, my boy.
Really?
that's because he's just itching to get to solving some puzzles with you, Professor.
Then we should not delay. Let's investigate that large gate ahead.
Unfortunately, we cannot do that for this part, because we are now a little bit over time, but that's okay. We got everyone back together again, and boy, I really love these two chapters, just because, switching them around, and they kind of did it pretty well. Although, maybe it's because Luke and Wright already had a large part. They didn't really have much part at this point when they try to meet up with them, which I guess works out, because you do want to see them together, and I guess they didn't want to make it too much long, but I don't know, just them heading over there, it's just kind of But anyway, yes, we are done here. I'm sorry, I really love talking about these two chapters because they're really good. But, unfortunately, I talked over time. So, we're gonna go and figure out that big door in the next video. So I'll see you guys then.